is this on? Okay. And here's something embarrassing. I haven't filmed a plan with me in like 100 years. Well, ish. Because I filmed a plan with me like, I was like, when did I even last upload a plan with me? I think I did one like 2 weeks ago, but before that I didn't do one for like 4 weeks prior. So we've uploaded in the past 6 weeks like 2 plan with me's. I am sorry. I am a bad, what's it called? YouTuber. I don't know if I talked through the base of this. If not, this is the perfect game kit ? I use sparkly hollow foil with it, some from my shop, some from Hannah's shop. I did color block, which should be fun for the day by day. I just am in love with the way it looks so far. I love these checkered, like little mini checkered boxes. I think they very cutie, and this was for the week of me and Hannah's friendiversary. So let's go ahead and zoom in and I guess start the day by day. So let's figure out what I'm going to do. I pulled scripts, but I did not pull, like, any characters. So you're going to go through this journey with me. So I have on the sidebar, I have Friendiversary, which I think I'm going to do this. And then Friendiversary is kind of long. So I think I'm going to do this and then do Friendiversary under it. And then also it was 4 weeks into Disney, which seems wild because I feel like Disney was like 100 years ago. That is so cute. And then for Disney, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull out, that's not my Disney binder. I'm going to go ahead and pull out like a character that I think matches because we have so many of those. So might as well pull out something cute, something fresh, something fancy. Something in here. Oh my, he doesn't really match at all. Let's see what matches. First thing that matches, we're going to put it down. So I think Rapunzel actually matches. But did I use her last week? No. I don't know when I used her. So we're just going to stick her here. I think she matches the purple in the spread pretty well. It's funny, we went to Disney and we were like, okay, we'll wait till the next person has a mental breakdown and then we'll book Disney. But I feel like we were both just so stable that neither of us had a mental breakdown. So we said, if by the time it was Hannah's anniversary, we didn't have one, we were just going to book it. And we did book it. We actually booked it a couple days earlier than that because we did. So, that is all set and scheduled. So, yeah, we're going to Disney we're going in September, but we're also probably going to go in November, and then we're also going in January because we got issues. So, let's go ahead and get into the spread. I forgot, I didn't do this like in order. I did it in a random order to actually match the down here, like the pink, the yellow, the purple. It's not in the same order as the like colors in the kit are. I mostly just switched these two. So. On Monday, I went to the good old H-E-B grocery shopping. I'm not going to color block the, I'm not going to color block the icons because that's just far too much work for me. So I went to H-E-B, probably to, what is that noise? Probably to grocery shop. What is that noise? I'm like the most paranoid. Oh my goodness. The freaking mowers. I was going to film this morning. Can you hear them? They're not my mowers. I was going to film this morning, but, like, I had my mowers here, and then I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the thing is I'm like, I know that y'all probably don't even care, but I care. Like, it drives me insane to, like, have to listen to 6 billion things going at once. So the mowers versus me talking, like, I'm going to try and do it. I honestly might just get, or will bring in my earplugs I have them, like, for concerts. And just like bring them into my office for later. So that's H-E-B. And then I edited a vlog this day with Lila being a nut, it says. I don't know what that was. This was before her going into daycare, which also seems like 112 years ago. So I'm just going to use this little YouTube sticker. I have this like hangnail thing that's driving me insane. So we're just going to cut it off with some scissors because it's just a realistic time here. I have sunburn too. I don't know. It's summer. Edit the vlog. So I'm actually vlogging this week, which I feel like that was probably the last time I vlogged. Then I made chicken noodle soup. So I'm going to go under my cook category and get the little Chef Boyardee Andrea here for making my chicken noodle soup, which is one of my favorites and my specialties. Then I took a really long shower and worked in bed. So I'm going to go ahead and use, I think, this one for working in bed. And then for showering, I think I'm going to use this box here. It's not even like that pink because like the patterns, there wasn't any that were like overly pink or like that just kind of like went. Because I like, when I like pull these out, I like, well, first of all, I use the mini kit page, but we don't have that here. So I'll like put the colors in the order that I picked them to match the full boxes. And then I'll like pull in patterns. But then sometimes like if one of them's like mainly like the color it is, and then the other ones are all like rainbowy colors, like, and then I try and like switch them between them. It's a whole thing. So that's just where we ended up. And so I showered. So for showering, I feel like I need a better shower sticker. I'm gonna write that down because shower sticker. Oh, I know it'd be a really cute shower sticker. Okay, I have to write that down because otherwise I'll forget. Okay, so I'm going to come out with that, and that's going to be fantastic. But for right now, I'm going to go into the bath section. I'll just use the Scribbler here. It's pretty cute. For a nice long shower. And again, sorry if you can hear the mowers. It's driving me actually insane, but I'm just trying to not think about it. And then like I said, I worked in bed because on Monday nights Nick games with his friend Tony. So I work. Then on Tuesday it was Miss Jessica's birthday. So for that I'm gonna use a fancy label. I think I'm gonna use like the yellow. I feel like yellow reminds me of Jessica because yellow is a happy color and she's a happy gal. But also so does like light blue and light green and light pink and light purple. So I feel like these colors just in general just scream Jessica, especially if there was a light blue in it. Oh my gosh, the horse is driving me nuts. So for that, I think I'm gonna go under birthday and then just use the little blonde gal birthday here and then just put Baby J next to it. So stinking cute. And then I also got my lashes done this day. So use a little bit of a bigger box for that. I want like a pattern. I'm gonna use this one. Again, this one's like not like entirely yellow, but I feel like it has yellow in it. Can I fit two? No, I don't think I can fit two little things underneath. Can I? Question mark? Does anybody know? I don't think I can, right? No, I cannot. So we're gonna go ahead and just undo that. For lashes, I'll use this bigger one and I'll just put, no, I'm gonna just put it in order and just like, I like to do pattern solid, but I just don't think it's gonna work out for, actually, you know what would work out? Let's see how many stickers I can waste. Okay, so let's pull this up and let's do this thick strip down here. It's a little bit smaller than a fancy label, but I feel like that might just be the ticket to do this here and then do another fancy label right underneath it. I really want to see more of the underlays though, so we might have to start leaving a little more space where I can. So I'm slowly but surely, again, still going crazy because of the noise outside. I did not bring out any of my like mini icons. Let me grab those real quick. I don't think I have like a lash mini icon, but also I don't really know. I may. Let's grab all the sparkly hollow stuff. Oh yeah, I have this. That actually could work. Oh, but it's like a thick strip. So I'm gonna want something like solid. So let's just do what I normally do. Under Pamper, I actually have these smaller ones from Once More with Love, and I feel like the red actually matches this spread. A lot of YouTube comments. This color of the week has definitely been, not color of the week, this pop mystery has been the most guesses and the most correct guesses. All right, so we got that in there. And then lashes. And then these like scripts are either from my shop, or I made them for myself, or they're from Hannah's. And this like font is font 2. I always have a coupon code down below for Hannah's shop, and this is now a permanent font 2, and I'm obsessed with it. I just think it's the best font. I think it goes really nicely with like the scripts from my shop. Not that these are in the shop. These are like, I've made them. Like, I don't think any of those are in the shop, but you know what I mean. So I think that it looks good if you also use my scripts. Then I was just hanging out with Lila, and this day I did finish ACOTAR. Yeah, I guess. Because I also finished the second one. Did I finish ACOTAR this day, or did I finish the blue book? Where is my Goodreads? I've been like, I was like on a reading kick, and now I'm like back on the I don't got time for nothing. Reading challenge. No. Where would I find this? Updates. Scroll. I'm on A Court of Wings and Ruin. It doesn't go that far. Where's my... I don't understand how this app works. All right, let's go to recently read. 5-2. So I finished A Court of Mist and Fury. So I actually had the wrong script. A Court of... What's Akawar? A Court of Mist and Fury. What is an Akawar? Is that what I'm reading now? What's the current one? A Court of Wings and Ruin. But did I not have one for A Court of Mist and Fury? How did I just skip that? All right, well, I guess I'm going to be adding that to the list of things I need. So A Court of Mist and Fury. I'm very lost because on my sheet I don't even have anything there. It just goes straight to Lila. Oh, I was cause hanging out with Lila. I kind of wanted to say the book I finished though. I think I'm gonna keep it at that. And then I ate McDonald's. And then the Lila sticker can be used elsewhere. So I got McDonald's. I'm just gonna use this little Happy Meal sticker off of the like new icons from my shop. And if we move down here, lawnmower's still driving me nuts. I might stop soon. Honestly, like, I just have this thing with sounds that, like, it's just literally driving me insane. So let's just go ahead and I'm just going to take a breaky poo. I'm just going to take a little break, play some music, and I'm going to open up my curtains so I can see when they leave so I can get back to you guys. But I just feel, like, stressed listening to it. Like, I know obviously people need to get their lawns mowed, but at the same time, I'm going insane because I have issues. So I'm just gonna pack on up, and before you even know it, how fun this looks in the sunlight. Isn't that so pretty? The like sparkly hollow. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the mowers leave, and then I will be back to y'all to finish up. Okay, we are back in business, baby. Okay, so let's get back to where we were, and I will close this so that the colors are more true and such. Or if you like it open, let me know in the comments down below. Why is it only closing one? There they go. Okay, so that noise will stop in a second. Let's get back to what we were doing. I need to do that. Okay, I need to do something for Hannah then. but I don't think it needs to be done right now. So, hold on. Please hold while I get my life together. Okay. Are you almost done, child? There you go. Okay, so like I said, I finished A Court of Mist and Fury this day, which was so stinking good. I just loved it so much. And if you haven't read ACOTAR, you just really need to. You just really need to, okay? Got McDonald's because I was feeling stressed and my period was coming. And then this day, which this is just not going to be the day to be able to show off the background because I do need a bunch of little things. I need 5. So we're going to just go ahead and squisheroni these in. Hopefully I don't need too many more yellow little things throughout the week. No. Need to start running or walking or jogging or something. Need to clear off, well, Nick needs to clear off the treadmill because he's using it as a storage center. For me and Hannah are doing a virtual Disney race, and then we're also doing, I need to get more tape, double-sided tape. We're also doing the Princess Run next year, which is so fun, so exciting. Those are not evenly spaced, but we're just going to pretend they're evenly spaced. So, good thing I got this little thing out, my little handy dandy game sheet. I'm going to go ahead and put in the stuff first, and then we'll just go ahead and do the do. So, I had a little game night with Nicholas, question mark? Dang, I don't think we've played this many games as a couple in a minute. So, I'm just going to do actually a little... I feel like I keep getting text messages. Yeah, I'm talking to my neighbor about a missing package. And Nick pulled up the street cam and got it all situated. I'm gonna do a little bow, I think. But yeah, I guess us neighbors gotta stick together. Alright, so I got that. And then for the games that we played Dice Throne, which this was before me and Nick decided that we no longer are playing Dice Throne together because he thinks that I cheat because I have good rolls. And I'm like, that's not really how it works. I'm just lucky. And then we played Wingspan Asia, and we played Seven Wonders Duel, and then we watched Nora from Queens, which I don't think we've watched since. So for Nora from Queens, I'm going to do this one. Little TV from my shop. And then for Dice Throne, I'm just going to do this dice here. Wingspan Asia, I'm just going to use the little meatball. For Seven Wonders Duel, I am going to use just these chess pieces, I guess. I don't think it really matters. Games. My board game journey is going great. Let me show you this. Let me show you oh my goodness. Enjoy. Okay. So this is my board game stats. So I see I feel like a real crazy person. But let me zoom out a little bit and see if it'll... It's my board game stats. And I don't know if it's gonna... Might be too bright for it to focus. I don't know. My camera is just when it comes to focusing, it's yeah, no, I don't really feel like doing it. So anyways, so this is my thing. And then if you go to Insights this month I've played 90 games. And then this year I have played 408 plays. Well, that's plays, not games. 408 plays and then 100 games. So technically the 100th game I played was 5 Minute Dungeon because Ark Nova obviously I played. You know how many times I played Ark Nova? Too many times. I don't know how to see. So far this year I've played Ark Nova 55 times. So that's my games and how many I've played of them, if you can read them. I don't know what those ones are for. That or that. Not quite sure, but that's my games. I love my games. She keeps me chilling. I feel like this is like very oddly white balance now. Let it like, there we go. Okay. So there's that. On Wednesday, I did work in the office. Oh my goodness, this day. This was a real wild one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this in here. Then I'm gonna do a little quarter box. So this day I worked in my office for a bit, and then I also, oh my gosh, it was a real time. So I don't know if I explained it in a vlog or not, but basically in my backyard we have like this area that like grass would never grow. It was always muddy because of the way that the draining, and we even had our like gutters kind of redone, but it's still like the way that the gutters like ended, it just all would pour down on this one spot and then grass would never grow. What is happening? Oh, how am I on focus? How do I, hold on, I messed something up. I don't know what I did there, but that was very, very strange. But anyways, there's no grass that like grew there. So it was a real tragic situation where it just, I don't know, it was just patchy. And we, like I said, we tried to do gutters differently. Last year we did, we reinstalled the grass there because we're like, maybe just like it needs grass, but I don't know. And then I was just like, at this year, I'm just like, F it. I am like so annoyed with this. Do I have like a sweating? I'm actually going to use a workout girl for this, even though like it's going to be like lifting weights, but it's just the sweating part. Or no, I'll use this one. So I was like, all right. And I told my father-in-law, I'll help you do this project because it's going to be a real thing. So basically we laid pavers, and to lay the pavers we needed to buy pavers, we needed to buy grass seed and dirt for like around it, and we needed to buy sand for underneath it, and then this like thing that you put down so like weeds don't go through it. I don't really know the specifics, but basically Home Depot dropped it off at the front of the house, which is normal, you know, and then we had to move it all the way to the back of the house. So this day I decided that I was going to help my father-in-law move everything to the back of the house, and let me tell you, that was the biggest workout I've done in my whole entire life. I thought I was going to die. So there was that, and so we did that the one day, and then the next day him and Nick like laid it, like did everything, and that was not at all as big of a task as me and him walking it around the house. So I was like, Nick, you're welcome that you didn't have to do any of that. So I'm gonna use the little shower because I took the coldest shower in the world, and I was like red for like the rest of the day because I was so hot, sweaty, and worked out. Then I was like, did I forget to do this? But I did not. So then on Wednesday we went to the hibachi, which is just so fun and exciting. I went with Bennett and Hannah, and I think we're gonna go again very soon to hibachi with Bennett because he's been asking to go again with us, and he is a good time. Also, I'm gonna take Theo sometime soon too because he is also a good time, but I don't know if we go to hibachi or something a little bit different with him, but we're gonna do that. Yeah, I think that looks good for hibachi. The only thing about hibachi is after I go, I have to like take a shower because I feel like I stink. I feel like anytime, or if I go to like a pizza place or a burger place and I like eat there, I feel like I smell like how I did when I worked at a restaurant, and it like makes me want to throw up, and then I have to go home and immediately shower, or I'll just sit there and feel like disgusting for hours. Then we played, which I feel like I guess I could have did hibachi a little bit bigger because the rest of the stuff isn't really that exciting. But we did play Candyland, which I guess I'll do in a bigger box. So we played it with Bennett. We played it like, I think 3 or 4 times. Played Candyland. So for that, I'm pretty sure I do have a specific Candyland little figure under games, question mark. See, I have so many stickers that I use for games. Should probably get these under organized at some point. But that's like what we've had been doing so far is Candyland. I feel like everything else has been a little bit of a struggle bus, but we're working on it. Is this it? Yes. Cool. Let's do purple since we're on the purple day. Played Candyland with Bennett. And then we played Ark Nova with Nick because I think he had a little bit of time until he was playing games with his friends. So I'm going to stick that in. And for Ark Nova, I am going to use just a little cards or something, or game, or I'll do the 3-player little icon in there. So cute. Then for afterwards, we made cookies or had cookies. Maybe Nick made the cookies. And this is going to be a 4-day, so I'm going to use, oh no, I can't use the 4 different ones because they're all purple. So I'm just going to do a oh my goodness. This little fancy label just wants to go. All right, we're going to do this. Put this one on the bottom, I think. And then do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got to see more of the pattern through it, I guess. So I think Nick made cookies, question mark. And then we played Dice Throne. We played the Black Panther Captain Marvel box. And then we played Wingspan Asia. And then afterwards we played Everdell twice. Still not like my favorite game ever, but you know. So I'm going to do this little scribbler here with the game board. For Wingspan Asia, I am just going to use the dice. For Dice Throne, I'll just use the other dice. And then for cookies, I don't even know if I don't think I have a cookie like icon, do I? I don't think I do have a cookie icon. So I think I'm just going to use a mixer. So stinking cute. Okay. Moving on to Thursday, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break to finish. Oh, my haul is done exporting. So let's start uploading that to do the thing Hannah needs. Haul, upload. Okay. So on Thursday, my father-in-law came and finished the pavers this day. And then I asked him what he wanted for lunch because obviously he was doing us a favor and he wanted canes, so I went and got that, and I quite enjoy canes for the most part, plus not at this point, but they do have Post Malone cups, which I do have one right here, and I'm gonna go, I already put them in my calendar so I could get all, is it 4 of them? I think 4 Post Malone. There's 2 black and 2 pink. All 4 Post Malone cups will be in my collection. So on this day, I put in that Grandpa came back and did the back pavers. I think I have grandfather stickers around these parts somewhere. I feel like I maybe only have Grandma and Grandpa. Oh no, I have a couple left from Once More with Lou, which Marg was just here recently. Ugh, I just miss her so much. I wish she lived closer. Pavers, and then I cleaned out my closet. So I'm going to use the laundry thing for that. And then I just then hung out with Lila. It's so funny because I was like, oh, I can't wait for Lila to be in daycare because it's going to free up so much time for me. I'm going to have so much time. It's going to be great. LOL. LOL. I still have no time. I still have no time. I'm still always just running around like a crazy person. So I just hung out with little Miss Lala. And then afterwards, I cleaned out my bathroom drawers because I was like looking at them and I'm like, I don't know, like a lot of the skincare products I can't use. And then there was some like hair care products that like I bought and tried and I was like, I don't like this. Like I'd be like, oh, like I need this. And then I don't know how to do this. Maybe this. So I would buy a product and try it out because I was like, oh, I need something. And then I wouldn't like it as much as like my OG product. And then I would just end up not using it and then buying another one of the one that I actually have. Or like I said, I have a lot of skincare products that I couldn't use because I have eyelash extensions. So I went through all of those and gave like everything to Kirsten and was like, hey, you know, keep whatever you want, because I know she's like on a skincare, hair care, all the cares kick. I was like, whatever you don't want, just toss, but like I can't or don't plan on using any of this, so have at it. And she was like, yes, I will take anything. So perfect. Why the heck not? I'd rather somebody actually use the stuff. So then, cleaned out my bathroom drawers so I could get that all situated. So for cleaning the bathroom drawers, I think I'm going to use the candle from the Doodle sheet for Nora from Queens. Such a good, funny show. It has Aquafina in it. And then I also watched the other two, which is on HBO. I don't really have people talking about that one. It's funny. It's like not the funniest show ever or not like the greatest show ever, but it's like a nice, like, tab on, like, quick little episode when they come out kind of thing. So I enjoy it for what it is. Between the two, I would definitely recommend Nora from Queens. Then on Friday, Theo had to go to the doctor in the morning because he had an ear infection. Am I surprised? No. Because Theo always has ear infections. So we're going to put that in with a little thing. And I think one of these has some kind of doctor stethoscope on it. So Theo had to go to the doctor. So I just hung out with Miss Lella in the morning. And then this day was me and Hannah's friendiversary day. Our technical friendiversary was like on Monday, I think. But we busy ladies. So I'm going to use this half box here. I think it'll fit. And then what do I put underneath it? Bowling and Target. Oh my gosh, Target. So about Target. Let me see if I can get this to stick in here better. So we doot. Stick that in. So we went to bowling because we wanted to use this bowling kit. So we're like, all right, let's do it for our friendiversary, go bowling. And this is not going to fit. Then, so we're like, all right, let's go bowling. And we went bowling. Ugh, I really want to do something patterned. Maybe I'll just trim this a little bit. And it was super fun. It was funny because I got a strike on like my first, what's it called? Like my first turn. But then the rest of the game was really, really bad. Like the first ball I threw was a strike and then it was just downhill for me. Also, this pattern's going to look really wacky with me trimming it. Could be better, could be worse. It's not like horrible. It's not great, it's not horrible. But, so we did that. It was super fun. It was like this place that like I didn't even know existed really. And it was like really clean and like I feel like bowling places kind of have a smell. And it didn't. But it was like super nice. I want to go back. We want to go back with Nick and Chris. And then we also like I would like to go with just also Nick and maybe take like Bennett as like a date. I think that'd be very cute. So we did that, and then, like I said, we went bowling. I don't really have an icon for bowling, so I'm just going to use the little trophy on here. Then afterwards, we went to Target. I don't remember why we went to Target, but, like, honestly, just the way that the world works with us, we don't always have a plan. We just do whatever we feel like, which I think is very fun. So we went to Target, and we went to a Target that is not my favorite Target, and I don't really think it's her favorite Target either, and they're doing like construction, but it was like the closest Target to the bowling place. I've used the Target icon from like every one of these, yeah. So there was this guy, and he was like kind of scary, like just in general. Like if I would have saw him anywhere, I'd been like, I don't know, he seems a little sus. And he was like standing like we were standing in like, it's hard to explain. We were standing in like the self-checkouts like this, where they have like the self-checkout here, and then like instead of standing in the aisle of like where people walk to shop, I stood like across, like to give them space so I'm not standing on top of them, because I literally hate when people are like close to me, and I don't like being on top of people. It's like not my favorite thing in the world, even prior to COVID. I'm just not like about it. So I put finish ACOTAR, but I think I was listening to A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I finished A Court of Mist and Fury. I think that my notes were just a little confusing. Anyways, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there was a guy behind us, and he was like on top of us. Like I was like standing behind the cart, and then like he got really close to me, so I like moved so that the cart was like between us. And then he moved even closer to me, like on top of me. Like normally I'm like, fine, you give me like 3 feet. No, he's like on top of me. And then he's like, why don't you move up? Like, I don't know who even like says things to strangers. Like, just mind your business and go away. He's like, why don't you move up? And like really like aggressive. And it's just me and Hannah just standing there minding our own business with our like shopping cart, with our like 3 things in it. And I was like, well, I'm just trying to give the people in front of me like space. And he's like, you like that much space? And I'm like, yeah, like I didn't think it was an obscene amount of space. And he's like, this, I don't know what he said, this, I don't understand this culture. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, like this culture, because like giving people space, like it just seems like a common courtesy to me. I don't really know. So I don't know. We were very spooked out because he was just like oddly aggressive for no reason. And it's not like us being any closer to the people in front of us would have gotten him finished any earlier. And he was just literally in there getting a cherry Pepsi. So not really sure what his hurry was, that he came all the way into Target for a cherry Pepsi and like had some place to go. I don't really know. But we were stressed out. So we kind of like dilly-dallied to make sure that he wasn't going to like jump us in the parking lot, because he was very creepy. It was like, he like feel like he could be like a grandpa maybe. Like he was like older and like just very spooky. So we then went to Half Price Books, which we did not realize also had board games. So we ended up going to 4 different Half Price Books and got a bunch of games. So half price games basically. And we also stopped at Sonic for Pops. And then I just like hung out with the fam for the rest of the night. Then it was just like a little day date. So we just then parted ways, and then I hung out with my little family, with my love/loves. And then later on in the evening, I took a bath. So I'm going to use this little bath bomb off the sheet. I love the second Nikon sheet. It is so stinking cute. And listened to A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I am like, I think maybe like 40%, 35% of the way done. I haven't really been updating my Goodreads, but I've been listening to it. So there's that. Then on Saturday, I got up and took the boys to Burger King and Starbucks. So I think for this day, I love this yellow color. It is just so pretty. I am going to use this, and this straggler that keeps falling off. So let's do, this is like the prettiest spread. These colors are just so nice. I feel like Darcy picks the coolest colors. Okay, let's put that in there. Okay. So for going with the boys, I'm just going to use this little, I don't know actually, I have like brother stickers. I like single brother ones. Oh no, I have double brother. And it's so funny because that's what my father-in-law calls it whenever he hugs both of them. When he says goodbye, he says double brother hug. Double brother hug. So we went to Starbucks and Burger King. My Starbucks was trash. I just feel like my actual Starbucks has been, I don't know, their chai's just been bad. But I've been going to like Target for Starbucks and their chai has been much better. There's just a weird taste about the regular Starbucks chai, I don't know. And then me and Theo went to Walmart. So I'm going to go in my shopping category, and I know I have Walmart bags, so I'm just going to grab one of those and put in with Theo, or just Theo, for my custom multi-sheet from Balana. And then we went, because I wanted to get like lights for the backyard and things like that. And it's me and Theo have a good time going shopping. He's my shopping buddy. We love shopping together. And he's like, Ben is at the age where like whenever we go shopping, he just wants everything. And like it's kind of like an argument, whereas Theo like kind of wants everything, but like he's like super easy to kind of like distract. So Theo's my shopping buddy. Bennett is like my date buddy. So, and Theo always goes shopping with mommy. And then we decided this day that we were going to play outside. So let me see, playtime outside. The neighbors were outside. So we were like, let's head on out and get some good old vitamin D. That's what you get from the sun, right? So we were out there with the neighbors, and then our other neighbor from across the street, which was so nice of her. I don't drink, but like I took a couple sips for like dramatic effect because I didn't want to be like alcohol. She brought all of us over mimosas. Like she brought over like a pitcher. It was like a sparkly, like she is my like when I become a grandma, because she is a grandma, like goals. She brought out like a sparkly pitcher of mimosas with like collapsible sparkly champagne flutes, like you'd put mimosa in, and like gave us mimosas, and like then like was like, see you guys later, bye. Like she is the best. Like all the holidays they always come over and say like happy holidays. They also have like events over at their house for holidays that we're invited to. Literally all of my neighbors, chef's kiss. Then everyone was driving me crazy this day though, so that's like the whole like that's just me. I feel like I just have been easily driven crazy. Oh my gosh. Goodness, Jess. It's so weird because in my head I was like, hold on, that's the wrong one. I texted her this morning, goodness, Jess, and I was like, I haven't texted Jess in so long. Like, I wonder what she's doing. So I texted her something because I got art in from my doodle gal, and there's something that she'll like in it. And I was like, and no joke. No actual joke was as I was filming this section, like maybe 2 minutes ago, I was like thinking about Goodness Jazz. And I was like, I should text her again. I miss her. And then she just texted me. I feel like we all connected. We all connected. You want to hear something crazy? Because I'll probably forget to tell it whenever the actual story comes up. Because I just feel like I live in a simulation sometimes. Because like stuff like that happens where I literally was just thinking about her. And then she texted me. Okay, so listen to this, how crazy this story is. Okay. So for Nick's mom's birthday, I'm going to keep going and then I'll tell you what all this is about. So for Nick's mom's birthday, I didn't really know what to get her, but I got her for, I don't remember what holiday it was or something. I got her a necklace, and Nick's mom doesn't really have, like, she's not bougie. She's not like, I don't know. She never really like asks for anything. But I always had the feeling that deep down inside, girl likes nice things. So I got her like a ruby, like a necklace with like a ruby on it, because she loves like red and blue. I feel like are colors she kind of is drawn to, and yellow, like the primaries. And I got her a necklace, and she wears it every single day. And she told me like yesterday, that she has never taken it off. And like, I don't know. I just feel like that's a sign that people like the jewelry, right? So I was like, all right, for her birthday, I'm going to get her something jewelry related. So I went into Kendra Scott because she's an Austin brand. I figured I've never shopped at Kendra Scott before, so let's go in and see what it's all about. All right. So I went in and I was immediately overwhelmed with the sheer amount of choices. There's like so many choices at Kendra Scott. Like there's just a bazillion. That comes into like the what are the odds type thing. So I'm like looking at bracelets. I feel like necklaces are so easy, but I was like, I don't remember if she has like tiny wrists, big wrists. Like I don't really know. If you wanted to know, she actually has a tiny wrist. So I was just looking for something that I feel like was safe. And some of the bracelets were like super tiny. Like I guess I don't know, like if my wrists are big. I think her wrist might be smaller than mine, but like even mine have I guess like some kind of like, we got wiggle room. So anyways, I was like looking and looking. I was so overwhelmed. I found like a pair of earrings I really liked. And then I was like, I don't really know what to get her. And then I saw this one bracelet in like there's a bazillion things going on there, right? Find this bracelet. The lady's like looks it up to see what it's called, how much it is, blah, 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 whatever. She doesn't say anything to me though. Like she's just like looking it up to like tell the people in the back to grab it. But I didn't really I didn't stick around. She's like, you could just go up to the front and get in line. So we were in line and there's this person, there's like these people in front of me. It's like this guy and this girl. I don't know if they're like a couple maybe because they were like shopping or maybe like, I don't know. But they were like, they kind of looked my age. And the guy was like super burly. Like it goes into the story because I would have not pegged him for this situation. So he was like, I mean, I guess it's just it's not like a good thought to like have a stereotype, but also at the same time. So this guy, he looks like a hiker. That's what he looks like he hikes a lot. And they were like talking about something and I was like half listening in, half talking to Nick because I was like, yeah, like I think she'll like it. I hope she'll like it, blah, 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 blah. So they said they was talking about something about like designing, like somebody bought something, whatever. That's like all I really heard. And then it was our turn to get up to the register. And the lady was like, the person checking us out was like, oh, I don't remember what they said. They said like, oh yeah, it's so weird that guy right there, they said his name, he designed the bracelet you're buying. And I was like, what? Like, that's so random. She's like, yeah, he was so excited because he's never been at the store when anybody buys a piece that he designed. And I'm like, that's really random. Like, what are the actual odds? Because I didn't go in there with that piece in mind even. I just picked it out of like the sea of crap in there. It's like, it's just so much stuff. And I was like, that's so random. And then we're still checking out. That's not the weirdest part. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of weird, right? And then, because like, I don't know, I think of jewelry designers, I just think of like people who look like they wear jewelry. He doesn't look like he'd wear jewelry, but I guess like he just has really good taste because it's a really pretty bracelet. So, so that was the first part. I was just like, wow, that's just so random that he designed that bracelet. And then she kept talking, the lady who checked us out. And we were chit-chatting. She's so nice. And chit-chatting. I'm trying to find like a sticker for this area. How many stickers do I need for this area? 4. So pizza and then 3. I'm like out of little things, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm like out of things. All right, let's just use this question mark. So anyways, maybe I'll leave that down. So she's talking. We chit-chatting. And she says, and I'm like, I also am just honestly always lost, like at all points in time, like pretty much lost. And I'm always thinking I'm hearing things. So I thought she said Michelle, which is Nick's mom's name, right? Like a couple of times. And I was like, Andrea, you're like just losing it. You're loopy. Like, I'm still like over like, is that guy like designed this bracelet and like was here the person in front of me while we bought this bracelet? And she kept saying like, I'm like, and then Nick goes, did you just say Michelle? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, he was confused too. And she's like, yeah, that piece is called the Michelle. I'm like, what are the freaking odds? So not only was the person in front of us the person who designed that bracelet, but also the bracelet is named Michelle, which is Nick's mom's name. What are the odds? What are the actual odds? I am still dumbfounded from this situation because like, what? I'm just very lost. So there's that. Was very just confused and like we both left and like even the person who was checking us out was like, I'm gonna have to tell everyone this story. This is so wild. Like, first of all, that the guy who designed it was here, and then also that like you bought it and like he designed it and blah, blah, blah. And then also that it's like the person who bought it's mom's name. Like, that's just so wild. And I was like, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that this is the most bizarre situation they've ever been in. So yeah, that was our little story of going to Kendra Scott. So, and I've literally never been in there before in my entire life. So there's that. But it was a very, very fun time. And now I have a story to tell. And I even told Nick's mom, I was like, listen to this crazy story. Listen to it. It's just wild. But that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So then, so yeah, basically I made a cake. I overcooked it. It was game night. We got 600-degree pizza. We played Wingspan. We played Dice Throne 2 times. And then we played Azul's Queen's Garden. Then on Sunday, I slept in until 7:45, which actually seems kind of comical because recently I've been sleeping in way past 7:45 on most days. My kids have been a little bit better on the sleeping front. We usually sleep till like 8-ish now. 8, and that's like, sleeping in was 7:45, so like, so sleeping normally till 8:15 is kind of like wild. Then I went with Nick to the storage unit because we wanted to get bubble mailers out for Hannah because we had a bunch of bubble mailers from like before I think they're from before we even moved to Texas that I obviously have not used / do not need. So I was like, hey, like, do you have any use for a bunch of bubble mailers? And I told her the sizes and she's like, heck yeah. And I'm like, save a buck. So then, so we went to the storage unit for Hannah. For that, I'm just going to use like boxes with the little mailers. That kind of makes sense. And then we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy, which I don't believe that I've seen. I don't know if I have any Guardians of the Galaxy like stickers. I don't think I do. So I don't know if I've seen any, I don't really know what like sticker to use with to denote this. Maybe I'll just use like one of the deco because like it kind of goes. So I've never seen any of the other Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is the 3rd one, right? And I liked it. I think it gave me enough information for me to get what was going on. And I think out of all the superhero movies I've seen recently, it would go Guardians of the Galaxy, the newest one, because that's all I've seen. And then probably The Flash. And then Ant-Man and then Shazam. Those are all the movies, but I obviously have not seen the first one of any of them. The Flash was the first one, but I haven't seen I've seen other Batman-y movie. I think I've seen all the other Batman ones, actually. Because that's, like, DC. So, take what you want from that. But I thought Guardians was really good, and I cried. Yeah, I cried. I cried in Guardians, and I also cried in The Flash. So, that's that. Then, oh my gosh. This day, I started Queen Charlotte, and my God. 1, 2, 3. Was that not the most magnificent series ever? I have never watched a show. I've never in my life watched a show and then immediately wanted to rewatch it ever. And I like texted Kirsten and I was like, yo, she's the only person I think I know, maybe Jessica does, that watches or like follows the Bridgerton like situation. But I texted her and I was like, yo, did you watch this? Because I need to discuss. I need to go through my feelings. Like, I am not well. And she's like, yeah, I wasn't going to watch it. But, like, everyone's saying it's, like, the best thing ever. And I was like, no, legit, though. It is the best thing ever. Like, it has changed my life. I would say it's, like, one of my, I think I'm going to say it's, like, top 10 TV show ever. It was so stinking good. And I cried like a big old baby when it was done. But yeah, I want to watch it again. And I've only ever watched a couple of TV shows like multiple times. And this one, like, I want to watch again right now. Usually I wait like years to rewatch a TV show. But this one I'm like, no, like, I want to watch it right this second. Like, now is not quick enough. So, if that tells you anything, it's that it was a very, very good season. I don't think any other Bridgerton season is going to live up to it. I liked the second season better than the first season, and I don't think, but they could surprise me, I do not think I am going to like the new season of Bridgerton with is it Penelope? Is it Penelope? I don't know. I find her kind of abrasive and annoying. Not like the actress, but just the character in general. So take what you want from that. But I just don't think I'm going to like it. But played Wingspan on my phone. They have an app that's really beautiful. And then I also, like I said, watched Queen Charlotte, which was out of this world fantastic. I recommend. Just if you even love, like there is stuff that like relates to Bridgerton, but I feel like you wouldn't be like super lost if you watched it like out of context. Like if you didn't watch the rest of Bridgerton, but you just wanted to watch that, I don't think you would be like wildly lost, in my opinion. So, I mean, how many movies I've watched recently that I haven't watched the first or the second one? I feel like I'm a pro at filling in the blanks. That is everything. I had a couple little like deco pieces on here and then on here that I might throw in later, but I love this spread. I think it turned out so stinking cute. I love this art. I love the colors. I love the foil with it. It's just so stinking beautiful. These colors. Literally, these colors are everything. I hope you like the spread. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.